Ever had a video that you just filmed and you go to edit it and it looks amazing, except there's just one area of that footage that is either too dark, too bright, or it's the wrong color? You might have set the white balance wrong. Well, that is what we're going to fix today in Premiere Pro. So how we are going to do this is with HSL secondary colors. This is kind of a more advanced color grading technique. It's something you do after you have color graded all of your footage already. But anyway, let's just get straight into Premiere. As you can see, I have this footage of a Liberty Walk GTR. It was a very nice car. As you can see, the car is really dark, and if I brought the shadows up, it would bring up these shadows and these shadows and these shadows. That is not what I want. I want those shadows to stay nice and dark. So basically, in HSL secondary color, grab this eyedropper tool, select the color that you want, and then come down here and click the grayscale button. And if it comes up like this, which is exactly not what you want, you can fiddle around with these and try and get the right. See, there we go. Now the car is starting to come together. I don't know why it is so pixelated, to be perfectly honest. There you go. We're starting to get the color of the car. I'm going to head out of that one. I'm going to click this middle one, which adds a color. I'm going to go more of the highlights. Go back to the color gray. Now this is good enough for me, because what I wanted to do was I wanted to bring the shadows up. I didn't really care too much about the highlights. The highlights were okay for me. So I'm just going to stick to that. Deselect that, and we're back on the same normal clip. Actually, select that again just to show you. You're going to want to add some denoise and also just a little bit of blur, just so then there's no hard lines with your editing. You can bring the denoise up a fair bit if you really wanted to. Now we're going to go back to the original image. Now down here in correction, ignore this, click the triple one for shadows, midtones, and highlights. And I'm actually going to bring the shadows up, and as you can see, that is just affecting the area that we selected. Now this is way too much because you can clearly see where we have selected. So let's just dial that right back down. You can bring the midtones up, the highlights. I'm going to blur it a bit more, just so, because I have too many rough edges. So basically what we are doing, we've selected certain colors in the clip and we are just editing those colors that we have selected. This makes it really easy to correct images that are really bright and really dark, and you can also do fun things like changing the colors of shirts and whatever. When I'm filming cars, if it's really bright outside, like in this clip you can see it's clear skies, you just get really bright highlights on top and really dark shadows down the bottom. It doesn't look very nice, and that is what this is aiming to fix. So if we head down into the correction part, we can increase the contrast a bit. I like, for cars, I like just to sharpen it way up and bring the saturation up. I want to bring the shadows up and the midtones, and that is pretty much it. So if you can't see the difference, you just come up here, select that. That's what it was, that's what it is now. Now, and as you can see, if I scrub through this, if you look at the front bumper of the GTR, it's kind of wavering, like going blah 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 in and out of colors. That is because this area isn't set up properly. We need to get more of the car in. I'm pretty sure I just need some of these highlights. Ultimately, what you are aiming for is this kind of look that you can just see the car, and that is it. So now if I click off the grayscale, it should be a lot nicer. It's not. Fuck. So as you can see, it does take some fiddling around with. Alright, that should be fine. Deselect that. There we go, that's much better. That's the old, that's the new. The new looks way better. It's just this little minute color grading that can make your videos way better. So that is going to do for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you actually use this effect. It's something that you'll use for actual films, probably not just your general vlogs or anything like that, but it is a really kind of easy advanced color grading technique, if that makes sense. You'll find some images it doesn't work as well, some videos it doesn't work as well than other ones because you've got too many of the same color in that video, so it just doesn't work. As you can see with this video, it works very well with this one and makes the car look way better. That's gonna do for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. And also leave comments down below of what you want to see next, because I want to start making lots of tutorials, photo or video. Hit me up with both and I'll try and get them to you. So yeah, good to see all your faces again. See you in the next video.